Hi, I'm Joanne from the Full Spectrum Centre Limited, an award-winning wellness and vocational training centre, and you're listening to the Full Spectrum Wellness podcast. This show is all about physical, mental, emotional and spiritual wellness, and it's for people who are looking to improve their overall health and well-being. Each week, I'll share with you all the positive takeaways, tools, techniques and tips that I've gathered in both my personal and professional wellness journey that will help you to look, feel and be well. With a dose of motivation and meditation to keep you going, I'll be joined by a few friends who will be sharing their insights along the way too. Welcome to episode 27 of our Full Spectrum Wellness podcast. I'm so happy and excited to be back here with you for our 27th episode. Now, we live in a world that often feels like it's constantly moving at lightning speed. Our days are filled with never-ending to-do lists, digital distractions, and a constant pressure to keep up with the hustle and bustle. People seem to think that they should always be doing more, staying busy and constantly running around. But what if I told you that taking a step back and embracing a slower pace of life can actually be beneficial? Now, slowing down doesn't mean being stagnant, lazy or unproductive. It's all about finding balance, reconnecting with ourselves and truly savouring the present moment. It's about finding harmony and creating space for ourselves amidst the chaos. It's about stepping away from the constant busyness and cultivating a deeper connection with ourselves and our surroundings. Slowing down allows us to be more present and mindful in our daily lives. When we rush around through our days, we miss out on the richness of each and every moment. By intentionally slowing down, we can savour the really simple pleasures and be fully engaged in our activities and truly appreciate the beauty that surrounds us. Slowing down also provides an opportunity for self-reflection and introspection. It allows us to tune into our thoughts, emotions and needs. When we are constantly on the go, we often neglect our own well-being. Slowing down grants us the chance to recharge, take care of ourselves and nurture our physical, mental, emotional and spiritual health. Additionally, slowing down can enhance our relationships with others. When we rush through conversations or we multitask while spending time with loved ones, we really do miss out on the deeper connections that can be formed. By slowing down and giving our full attention to those around us, we strengthen our bonds, foster understanding and create more meaningful connections. Slowing down can also spark creativity and innovation. When we're constantly in a rush, our minds are cluttered with to-do lists and deadlines. By taking a step back, we create space for new ideas to emerge, for inspiration to flow, and for problem solving to occur in a more effective and innovative manner. And let's not forget the impact of slowing down on our overall well-being. When we allow ourselves to slow down, we reduce stress, we improve sleep quality, and we boost our overall resilience. It really is a powerful way to find balance, restore our energy and to enhance our overall quality of life. Now, one of the first things that comes to mind when I think about slowing down is mindfulness. Mindfulness allows us to be fully present and engaged with what's happening right now, instead of constantly dwelling on the past or worrying about the future. By practicing mindfulness, we can cultivate a greater sense of self-awareness and gain a deeper understanding of our thoughts, emotions and actions. It helps us to break free from that autopilot mode that many of us operate on, and it allows us to make conscious choices that align with our values and desires. Slowing down also enables us to recharge and take care of ourselves. In our fast-paced lives, self-care often takes a back seat. But by intentionally slowing down, we create space to nurture our physical, mental, emotional and spiritual well-being. Now, whether that's through meditation, journaling, or simply engaging in hobbies that we enjoy, self-care becomes a priority when we give ourselves permission to slow down. And let's not forget, the impact slowing down can have on our relationships. When we're constantly rushing from one task to another, we may unintentionally neglect the people who matter most to us. By slowing down and being fully present with our loved ones, we really can deepen our connections, foster intimacy, and create meaningful memories together. Slowing down also allows us to appreciate the little things in life. In our quest for success and achievement, we often overlook the beauty and joy that surrounds us every day. Whether it's watching a sunrise, just enjoying a cup of tea, or simply taking a walk in nature, slowing down helps us to cultivate gratitude and find joy in the present moment. Now, most people will face burnout at some point in their lives, but it's actually completely preventable. You tend to have burnout when you're overwhelmed, when you work too much, and you just try to handle everything without giving yourself enough breaks. Burnout causes stress and a feeling of being overwhelmed. You might find that you can't focus on work, that your productivity goes down, or you lose interest in things you used to enjoy working on. These are all common signs of burnout. Slowing down can help you to avoid that. Slowing down and giving yourself more time off can also help you to gain some clarity. Ask yourself, have you been struggling with making decisions lately? Do you feel like you're working your fingers to the bone but not finding success? This can often be from a lack of clarity. You need to slow down and sometimes even stop what you're doing, take a step back and evaluate what you've been working on and how you spend your time. You might just find the piece that's missing. With just a little more time in between projects and daily responsibilities, you're able to focus on what's most important to you in your life. Maybe that means more self-care time or spending time with loved ones. And in some cases, figuring out where your work priorities lie. Slowing down is essential to figuring out what your progress is and deciding if the path that you're currently on is actually the right one. There may be some hidden sources of stress in your life that you don't even realise is affecting your mental, physical and emotional health. We often move so quickly from one thing to the next that we don't stop long enough to check in with ourselves. If you don't remember the last time you just stopped to pay attention to your own mind and thoughts and how your body feels, it's possible that you're missing out on some really important sources of stress that need to be addressed. Slowing down enables you to pay attention to the stress in your life. Now, it's important to note that slowing down looks different for everyone. It's a personal journey. What works for one person may not work for another. It's about finding the right balance, pace, and rhythm that aligns with our individual needs, values, and lifestyle. Before we finish, I want to provide you with some practical tips to help you to embrace a slower pace in your day-to-day life. Slowing down can be a transformative experience, so let's dive into some actionable strategies. My first tip is to create designated slow time in your schedule. I want you to set aside specific periods each day or week where you intentionally slow down and engage in activities that bring you joy and relaxation. It could be anything from reading a book, taking a leisurely walk, or practicing a hobby that you love. Another helpful tip is to practice mindfulness throughout the day. As I've said, taking a few moments to pause, breathe deeply, and just bring your attention to that present moment. Mindfulness can be integrated into daily activities such as eating, working, or even doing household chores. By being fully present in each moment, you can cultivate a sense of calm and enhance your overall well-being. Building on that, it's essential to set boundaries and to learn to say no when necessary. Many of us feel pressured to constantly be available and to say yes to every request that comes our way. But by consciously setting boundaries and prioritising what truly matters to you, you create space for the things that bring you joy and fulfilment. And let's not forget the power of unplugging from technology. In our hyper-connected world, constant digital stimulation can leave us feeling overwhelmed and, quite frankly, drained. So taking regular breaks from screens, practicing digital detoxes, and allocating time for activities that don't involve technology will allow you to reconnect with yourself and the world around you. Another practical tip is to practice gratitude. Slowing down gives us the opportunity to appreciate the small blessings in our lives. Each day, just take a moment to reflect on what you're grateful for. Now, it could be as simple as the warmth of the sun, the laughter of loved ones, or a really delicious meal. Cultivating a gratitude practice can shift your perspective and bring more joy into your life. Lastly, surround yourselves with supportive individuals who also value a slower pace of life. Share your intentions with them, and together you can create a community that encourages and uplifts one another. Having like-minded people around you can make the journey of slowing down much more enjoyable and fulfilling. So I encourage you to reflect on your own life. Consider how you can incorporate moments of slowness and presence into your daily routines, and take these practical tips and incorporate them into your life. I hope you found this episode insightful and inspiring. Remember, slowing down is not a sign of weakness, but a powerful choice to live a more mindful and fulfilling life. It's not about doing less, but about being more intentional and present in all that you do. Embracing a slower pace is a continuous practice that requires intention and self-compassion. So be patient with yourself and celebrate the progress you make along the way. Until next time, take a deep breath, be present, and embrace the beauty of slowing down. Thanks for listening to this week's episode. I hope you found the discussion and the tips covered really helpful. Don't forget to subscribe, and if you enjoyed this episode, please do leave a rating and a review and share it with your friends and family. Pop along to our website at thefullspectrumcentrelimited.com and join our self-care and wellness newsletter club. You'll receive our free 55-page printable self-care guide and workbook. Well, that's all for this episode, but I really look forward to seeing you next week. Take care and bye for now.